Let's take a closer look at the 12.6 Sport MSL 800. Now, if you're a paddler looking to take on those longer distance trips and enter the world of paddle touring, then this is the board designed for you. We have designed this as the ultimate crossover, blending the speed and efficiency you get from a touring board with that familiarity and that control and stability you would get from an all-rounder. Ultimately, we designed it to allow those stepping up from an all-round board to be able to take on those longer distance trips with total efficiency and all the time improving the glide and the speed of their paddling stroke. The 12.6 Sport took years of development. Ultimately, this board breaks the laws of inflatable paddleboard technology. At 12 foot 6 inches long, this board would conventionally have to be 5.9 inches thick. However, through years of developing MSL 800, we've been able to design a super stiff, rigid core that delivers total uncompromising performance, whilst also allowing us to make the board just 4.7 inches thick, which reduces and drops your centre of gravity as a rider, giving you a more connected feel to the water, and makes the board less susceptible to side wind or chop, giving you a really nice stable platform to be able to improve your paddling technique. The MSL 800 material works in combination with our patented RSS stiffening battens down the side of the board. These increase the stiffness of the board by up to 2 or 3 psi when inflating. So it means that when you are at, say, 17 psi, the equivalent pressure in this board is 20 psi, giving you that total rigidity and ultimately making you much more stable when the weather or the conditions change on the water. If we take a closer look at the features of this board, you can see it is packed full of stylish luxury that's delivered to give you total comfort when paddling and spending more time on the water. Starting at the nose of the board, we have our carry handle. You'll see we have a carry handle both at the front and also at the tail of the board. We also have our padded central handle here in the middle. It makes it super easy to be able to retrieve this board from the shoreline, or perhaps when coming alongside a pontoon or dock like that I'm stood on. Then working our way down the board from the front here, we have our M6 accessory mount. It means it's possible to be able to attach action cameras or perhaps trackers and radios securely and safely to your board. We then have this nice storage area at the front of the board, which is easily accessible when you're on your knees down towards the centre, so you're nice and stable, accessing any refreshments, any food that you may need to sustain yourself over those longer distances, as well as this smaller storage compartment for any footwear or extra water you may want to take with you when paddling. We then have this super long, nice and wide standing area. This is a red embossed deck pad, meaning that it's nice and comfortable over longer distances, especially when paddling barefoot, but also gives you that traction and that grip if you do need to move up and down the board, especially when trimming, maybe if you're going downwinding and you need to step back down the board, or maybe when you're doing some step back turns and entering any buoy turns if you are looking to take on some racing or club events. As we get down towards the tail of the board here, you'll see additional cargo points if you do want to take any extra luggage for maybe some longer distance trips and multi-day trips where you need to load up the back of the board as well. And then finally, on the underside of the board, we have our US fin box. The board comes with a 9-inch fin, which means that it gives you total tracking and straight line performance. But also, if you do put any weight over that fin, such as a step back turn, it means that you're going to get really nice agility to be able to flare the board around any tighter spots or any turns in a race. And finally, to give you that race winning speed and ultimately total efficiency when you're paddling, we have our speed tail. This is a rubberized edge at the back of the board, meaning any water that comes down underneath the board when you're paddling hits that, and rather than wrapping around the rail and creating a suction or a drag point, ultimately it releases off the end to give you extra speed and also reducing your wake. So if any competitors are coming up to draft behind you, it makes it a little bit harder for those as well. So there you have it, the 12.6 Sport, designed to take your paddling to that very next level, to give you more speed, more efficiency, and ultimately to get you going further and faster than ever before. Happy paddling.